Hello, and welcome to Tales of Iron 2. A game I've played first off, and was very surprised by. I bought it because it had a cool art style. I found out the guy who did Geralt from Gwent, or not Gwent, sorry, from Witcher, was a narrator, and it was a lovely game. I had a lot of fun. So I picked up this one a little while back, finally getting around to it, and I'm thinking there might be a starting cutscene, so I'm just gonna pick English and we're gonna see if anything happens. Okay, no, never mind. I am simply adjusting the settings, it would seem. Ah well. This is a mouse game, yes. You have a mouse, and various other little creatures are about. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was very surprised by the first one. I did not expect it to be as much fun as it was. I mostly picked it up because of the cool art. So I'm looking forward to this.
Why didn't you go Brazilian Portuguese?
And I did Brazilian Portuguese. I don't know why. I don't know why today. But apparently there wasn't a little opening scene. There wasn't a scene, so I could have just started here, but it's fine. A cool book. We can start the game. I don't know what's gonna happen. Enemies are more aggro, do increased damage, and have more health. I think I'll go for default difficulty. Sounds good to me. Well, maybe up it if we need to. But yeah, I'll be quiet while this happens.
In the north, they thought they knew all there was to know of war. Until the War of the Rift. While the Southern King hid, warm in his keep, the Darkwings cut their bloody trail from frozen north to winter's edge. Alone, the Warden and his small garrison turned their whiskers to the icy wind. At the end of hope, in a last barrage, they wiped Batkind from the land and memory. With no sign of the Darkwing's return, in time, few believed them little more than a fairy's tale. But at Mount Cauldron, time had been all they needed. An old enemy claws free of their icy tomb and hungers for vengeance. But not all is lost. King Rattus brings north a cause for hope. A bastard prince placed in the paws of the Warden of the Wastes to raise as his own. A secret of blood never to be told. Now, fate calls for a hero in a murderous screech. And one young rat will answer.
I'll be us as a protagonist, I'd imagine, being a protagonist. I'd imagine the protagonist being protagonist is a reasonable assumption. That would be our dad waking us up. Something about the sun rising. So I should be getting up and doing, like,
The stomp of his father's boots on the stair was how every morning began for Arlo. The booming shout to ready himself was louder still, but such was Lord Eivor's zeal at a new day. Dawn was breaking over winter's edge, and Arlo was yet to miss one.
I mean, we've got various things to equip, but first of all, yes, I do have the cat ears shy, not new ones. I have used some tape to try and fix old ones, at least partially. I'm assuming it'll do the job somewhat well enough. I'm not entirely confident, but I want to at least give it an attempt before I go and get some new ones. So looking at these firstly, you have... Okay, I'll put on my cat ears, fair enough. I should have expected that. Apparently this rough bone helmet is better resistance and better weight than the iron helmet. Yeah, I'll do cat ear. I'll hope that it stays together. It's not entirely promising, but I'll try. And at the very least, it's not currently digging into my head. So that's good. That's good it's not digging into my head, you know? Yeah, I'll equip that. That seems reasonable. Resistance is amount of damage my armor absorbs. Weight is how heavy I am, affects my roll. Elemental stats, offer resistance. Got it. Should I just equip like the full set then, I would imagine? It's probably going to be much like the same, isn't it? Also, to make sure I'm ticking off all the things. Got a cool shield. As for a weapon, what do I want? A bone splinter, sharp sword, battle-worn iron axe, or a novice sword. I feel I shouldn't be using the bone one, because that's just the same as the other, but that doesn't have any weight attached to it. I don't know. That feels weird to me. But now I'm going to put on the axe. I think axe seems reasonable to me. As for items, don't have anything to equip. We do have a crafting, which will be interesting. Our dad's proud of me for getting dressed. Out this way we go then.
The castle echoed with the horns of the returning hunters, bringing their night's bounty. Arlo's little heart quickened to hear it. The only thrill to be found inside the high walls was a hunter's tales of what lay beyond them. Arlo tells himself it's a good life here in Winter's Edge. The bustling of contented rat folk, the crisp mountain air, and without the endless scourge of frogs the southerners suffer. Why should he want for more?
I'm guessing then the first game's in the south that's mentioning frogs. Okay, we'll just follow my dad for now.
There was no time for tales of the hunt today. Lord Eivor was already dividing what was an excellent haul, happy to see his people provided for. Arlo longed only to join the hunt, to see the ratdom or even the lands beyond. His father called it a fool's wish. Arlo's destiny was unshakable, much like the keep that would become his by birthright. Tiki's shop was perhaps Arlo's favorite, as the shopkeeper had wares from far and wide. But getting him to part with his curiosities was never easy.
Delivery for goods given to the shop. Hopefully they'll remember when it comes time to trade. I'm just handing stuff over to all the vendors and learning who's who.
Arlo has no memory of his mother, but Hilda's food was a true taste of maternal kindness. With the right ingredients, she would make meals nourishing to body and soul.
And there's a lovely little breakfast for us. I like how Geralt's the one narrating it, it's brilliant. It really caught me by surprise the first time, I love it. It's such a cool kind of narrator voice.
Chief Mason Leaf was the rat Arlo most admired. As younger brother to Lord Eivor, his carefree uncle never faced the burden of being Warden of the Wastes. With walls this strong, his duties were light, leaving him plenty of time for his nephew.
Is that me done? Have I still got to go to one other person, seemingly? I thought it was 3, but apparently it's 4 people I need to visit. Okay, I'll go find another. You know, I've been looking forward to playing this game. Like, the art alone is really nice. Like, you can see the kind of 2.5D aesthetic with the wall of the keep behind me as I kind of walk past. It's cool. It's cool. I do enjoy it. Yeah, this would be the last place then,
Crump
right?
was a rat's rat, with no interests beyond his forge. If you have the parts, this master crafts rat can make armor and weapons that would see off a sky scorcher bite, or so he claims. Arlo wondered how well they'd do against something that wasn't a myth.
I didn't think you'd be able to upgrade armor. That's quite cool. They actually aesthetically change the armor as you upgrade them. That's pretty nice. I do enjoy that. If I like just upgrade something, what am I meant to be doing here? So I could upgrade this. Might be worthwhile? I don't know. Becomes quite a heavy helmet is all. I think for now, do I need to upgrade anything? I guess I can make like the wood armor. We're gonna put it into my chest. Let's make a full set of this. Never mind, we don't actually have materials to make a full set. You going to make anything in particular here? I really don't know. I'm confused. Did I leave? Okay, yeah, I've got my receipt. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna find new stuff before I start upgrading things, because I don't know what I want to upgrade just yet. So make my way over here. Back's our dad. Hello, I've given away the goods. You'll give me a hunter cap. I mean, I've always said I wanted to go outside, apparently, according to a story, so it's quite a nice little thing to get given. For now, I'll put that away. This one I will equip, because it's apparently better.
The hunters had brought unwelcome news. A family of the reviled creatures ratfolk called backstabbers had moved into the wastes. Eivor told his son to fetch his weapons.
Press Y to access the world map. World map allows Arlo to look at maps of other areas to check for monsters and quest markers. Yeah, I'd like to go to the outskirts, apparently. Which... yeah, I can go over there. Want me to follow you out? Will do, Dad. Will do. Oh, I am enjoying this so far. And we've not even done anything. It's a fun looking game. It really is.
His father had no explanation for suddenly taking Arlo on a hunt. It even gave the hunters pause. Arlo had been taught to fight, and better than most. But rarely had he been tested. He was determined to prove himself. The rugged terrain of the outskirts could have taken all day to traverse. But Arlo's trusty grappling hook allowed him to swing between its many crevices.
There's, however, also this I've just noticed as I've wandered along. Not what my dad wants me to do. But I do kind of want to investigate. How do I break through this? I can't remember. I swear there's a way to do it. I had to like use a heavy weapon, like an axe, but I guess that doesn't count. So in that case, up we go. Up we go. I thought doing that would have worked. Apparently it doesn't. We're investigating what a backstabber is. I mean, yeah, got a bunch of stabby things in its back. The name makes sense. The rabid creature uses the quills that run the length of its back and can be fired to defend itself. When curled into a ball, it is able to move at blistering speed to attack its foes. So it moves quickly, is what I'll need to watch out. How do I guard? I figured out how you guard.
Arlo liked the feel of a sharp axe cutting through the vines. The wilds were part of his home, and nothing in them would frighten him.
Quickly rest up. There we go.
The famous frostberry bushes of the wastes were in full fruit already. Their juice made a healthy tonic, though Lord Eivor preferred them fermented. His father was a sturdy rat, built for strength, not speed. So Arlo found it curious that he challenge him to a race. The prospect of the hunt had filled Lord Eivor with a vigor that his son had not seen in years. Or at least since breakfast.
Yes, not since breakfast has he seen his dad so willing to go running away somewhere. Yeah, let's talk to my dad. I feel this is going to be an enemy.
A warden fights the hardest battles, he told Arlo,
Got a
and
whetstone.
needs the sharpest blade. With that, Eivor gifted Arlo his own sharpening whetstone.
I mean, I can figure this out mostly. We have equipped the whetstone. It's up on the D-pad. Cool. That is my weapon sharpness meter. When active, it provides buff to weapon damage. Hacking with a weapon reduces the bar. When depleted, it returns to normal damage.
Whether these beasts were named for their spines, or for some past unforgivable deed, no rat knew. Either way, Arlo was about to find himself at the pointy ends of this brood. Even young backstabber Red attacks were brutal, but a well-timed dodge would see Arlo escape unscathed.
We need to try and figure out how you get through this. There we go. We're getting good damage in, as I just do my best to murder this poor guy. Ouch, we managed to counter me. That wasn't friendly.
This
I
backstabber
was
lived up
even
to its
less
name with its deadly white attack. But Arlo's shield could block the deadly spikes.
So white attacks I can block, red attacks you dodge. I'm starting to remember. Makes sense. Getting plenty of damage in, but there we go. Another
This
one.
young one
dead.
used vicious yellow attacks. Arlo had to time his parries perfectly.
Okay, in yellow you need to time. This is a good little intro. I'm starting to remember how you do this. You've got a somewhat generous window. There we go. An expert fighter, I think. Might turn up the difficulty.
This mother had left her young to fight alone. But the same could not be said of Lord Eivor as he leapt to his son's side.
Doing well. Less well there. I'm managing. I'm managing. Quickly get a bit of healing in. Get some hits. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. A good amount of hits in. I think one more might be it. There we go.
It was Lord Eivor's mighty blade that took her head. But the fight was won together.
We get apparently just an old hunter's sword, which is just the spiky quills of this thing as our reward. That doesn't seem particularly bad. Just, I quite like my axe for now. Yeah, we got the item we need. Got some other resources as well. We can just scavenge. Like a hide as well. Get some more quills. Is that us? I think that's me and my dad finished. Let's quickly fill up on health. Have a little rest in the bench. And head on back.
Arlo basked in his father's pride. Almost as warm as at
My
the
dad's
fire
taking his head as
inside
a
Winter's
trophy by the
Edge.
looks of things. You can see it on his waist. Nice little detail. Nice little detail to include. Me and my dad are doing a good enough job here. Although I'm gonna beat him home, seemingly. Back into the keep, I'd imagine. Yeah. Where I believe that would be our protagonist's first successful hunt. Would it not?
Triumphant and keen to tell the tale of his son's victories, Lord Eivor set to a night of drinking with the elders.
I mean, that's definitely a nice little start. Nice tutorial. It's grounded in terms of the game. Let's see where it goes wrong. This is gonna be soon, isn't it? As we all keep drinking and get progressively more drunk. Now I can move. What am I doing now? I think probably I go to bed. Would be sensible, right?
Arlo was reluctant to return to his bed, wondering how long he must wait to hunt again. The booming footsteps that woke him this time were nothing like those of his father.
Yeah, my window's broken and so is the roof. I'm assuming... Okay, no, you didn't have to jump over that. Not the friendliest looking fella out there, is it? Ow. Okay, no, you do have to be careful of fire. You do have to be careful. Dad? You okay? That's not my dad. He's allowed to die. That's alright. What happened to my dad? We got a key for the Great Keep of Winterkeep's Edge. Or Winter's Edge, sorry. Does that be what we need? This guy's doing a big attack. Got rid of you. I am gonna up difficulty because this is feeling like I can reasonably up the difficulty. Let me quickly do that now. Difficulty. There we go. On save progress will be lost. No, wait until we get a save then in that case. Yeah, that seems reasonable. We're stealing stuff from the Dark Wings. Is apparently what the bats are called. Did you get the items out all from this side? Yeah, we did. In which case, we'll quickly drop a save. I'm gonna up difficulty. Then that should hopefully be safe. Yeah, there we go. We've reloaded to where we were a second ago. That direction seems like a bad idea.
He had found his father. The warden stood alone, holding back a whole Dark Wing army, their cruel Count Kazakh leading them. His father
Dad seems to
charged,
be doing well.
but the Dark Wing Count was as fast as he was strong. The Winter's crown tumbled to Arlo's feet, now without a head to rest on.
Is this safe?
There was no time to grieve his father, as from above the Count
That
revealed
does
his
not feel
greatest
safe.
weapon,
I'm pretty much dead
a
already.
Sky Scorcher.
Okay, I'm
Not
dead.
a fairy's tale, but an undead
That's meant
beast
to
whose
be
very
a
breath
you
could level
lose thing, right?
kingdoms. And its eye was trained on Arlo. All that came next was a fog of bloodlust, snapping jaws, and the beating of leathery wings. But there could be no victory. Arlo awoke, groggy and warm to his father's shouts. Only he wasn't in bed. The warmth was from the fire that had engulfed Winter's Edge, and the shouts were his uncle's. The only other survivor of the Darkwing attack, Leaf was bruised and his hind paws barely steady.
Yeah,
He'd seen
largely
villagers flee
missing
to the
my
outskirts.
armor.
Arlo knew it was up to him to make them safe.
I can put on my shell armor, which doesn't help. But I might not do that. Yeah, I've only got burnt axe or a burnt sword, seemingly, as well as a bone splinter. Yeah, I'll use the burned axe. I'm probably gonna take off the hat. How do I remove it? Is there a remove button? I don't think there is. Okay, we're just wearing that now. But yeah. We've lost a lot of the equipment we just had, which is a bit of a shame. I'm into the game proper now, we're done with the tutorial. It's a lot less friendly
He'd know
looking.
these anywhere. Krunk's smithy hammer and Hilda's chef's knife. Arlo wondered why they would leave them here.
We're doing well here. There we go. Silly cross-stay bat person is dead. And it gets me his hat. I do need a hat, to be fair, yeah. So we'll equip that. I'm not against just wearing the enemy's armor if need be. We also get a charred spear. Could be interesting. I'm gonna stick with the axe for now. Remember liking axes the last game. How do I drop it down? There we go. And here we do actually have an item nowadays. We have some pauldrons. I will wear that. I don't think we had pauldrons, did we? We had the eggshell ones, which didn't actually give any kind of bonus. It's an archer this time. There we go. The archer is dead. Gets me some actual armor. I don't know. Do we want this? Apparently it's better resistance, but it is more heavy. I'll wear it for now. I think these guys are doing ice damage, so it's probably quite sensible. Let's keep making
With the
our way
attack
along.
at Winter's Edge, no hunters had come to check their traps. Arlo thought he might find a use
Fire
for them.
traps and such. Okay. That could be useful. Wrong button. Is that a reusable whetstone? No, it's just the same as the previous whetstone. I'll save that for another time, possibly. To make sure I'm marking off this armor and such. Even if I wear it, sadly, it does still need to be marked off. It's a little frustrating, but it's not that bad. I can put up with that. And of course they're doing like metal
Arlo had
music.
found the reason his friends had fled. The taunting shrieks revealed that this was Baron Frostovik, son of the Darkwing who took his
Okay.
father, and
A
therefore
lot of this
a
should
perfect
apparently be
target for
somewhat
his
blockable.
revenge.
Oh, plenty of damage. Doing well. Quickly get a bit of healing in. Got rid of one. Got rid of another almost. There we go. Let's take a visuals. Oh yeah, visuals are a bit of a pain, aren't they? It's been a while since I've done a holiday. It's a good game, it's a good game. I'm looking forward to Silk Song. Although I should maybe not look at the chat while I'm fighting a boss. That one's on me. That one's on me. If I block at the right time, that's okay. I can't block early though when they do an attack like that. That one's an unavoidable attack. Keep an eye out for little prompts. That's an unavoidable area attack. That one was counterable, so I countered it. We're doing relatively well. We're doing relatively well. A little bit of distance. I feel like everyone's just bats playing metal music in the background. Oh, I got slightly frozen. That was bad. Okay, that threw me off. Getting frozen by enemy attacks, not the boss, is what got me. That's fine though. That's fine though. First death, I'm satisfied with that. We got relatively far into the fight. We need to remember what buttons are which for shields as well. Would be useful. I'm doing significantly worse this fight. That attack I don't think had a prompt, did it? Properly pay attention to the enemy. Again, that attack there did not have a prompt. It's a bit mean. Alright. We got him in the end. Got him in the end. We're doing okay. This is working out. It's working out. He's running away, meaning I need to fight some smaller dudes. Managing. Let's avoid this guy properly this time. I really should not be trying to read the chat while this fight happens. I'm gonna play some more games I'm watching, gonna eat something else. Good job, good fun, had enough stress at store. That's fine, don't you worry. It's fine. If I was all that worried, I just wouldn't read it. I'm happy to try and read it. I am dead, but that one's on me. Don't worry. I'm still learning the game. I'm still learning the game. It might have been slightly cocky of me to have, you know, gone on to higher difficulty without still knowing the game. What's he doing? It's landing. This is fine. We are managing. We need to do something I can parry. There we go. The assault has him there. That is a very much parryable attack. Lovely stuff. He's running off. That's all good. Big attack on you. Missed the second big attack, but we can finish you off now. This is going okay. Just be slightly careful of them. I keep pressing the wrong button to guard as well. I keep pressing the bumper, but attack is on one bumper and defend is on a trigger, which is really confusing me for some reason. I'm assuming there's going to be something else on the other bumper at some point. Sorry to you guys who see the store, go anywhere in front of you. Yeah, no, I can see how that would get you. It's not fun for having a drama, especially if it's something you can't avoid being not necessarily a part of, just next to. Ow. I did really badly that 1 second there. Is this fine? Still manageable. Solid hits already. I'm happy. Keep going for attacks and then failing to parry because I've committed to an attack. Okay, both these guys are doing their own little just flaily attacks. Attacks that don't give any indication as to what you need to do to parry or what. Those ones do throw me off a little. I'm managing. I am managing. There we go. Heal for all that I had left. Doing okay. Got rid of you somewhat. This is going okay. Less okay when I tried to do the parry there. That didn't quite work out. We're doing alright. We're doing alright, all in all. Don't have any healing left, which is a little bit of a shame. Nice attack in there while he prepares to do his bigger attack. Is that him flying off? Yep, he's got his archer do this coming. He's the one who caught me off guard last time. Mostly due to them freezing, which has happened again. They caught me again. One of them had stolen before and wasn't allowed in. His friend yelled at store manager because the friend wasn't allowed in. I mean, I feel sufficient reason was given as to why they weren't allowed in. Like that doesn't feel like anything unreasonable in the store's part. Get the parry there. I'm gonna properly focus this time. So apologies if I miss anything in the chat. This is fine. We're doing well. He's going into his next phase and we've not taken a hit yet. I'm quite happy. He's just using his shield, or as basic attacks, I can shield it, so that's good. One bat gone. That guy did a lunge past me, so he's able to get in. Let's be a little careful here. I don't need to be too aggressive. Go. Salt is on him. Okay, that one I did mess up, that was on me. Doing okay though, all in all we're doing okay. Alright. Block his projectiles. Dodge that one. Managed to get one parry. I'm happy with that. Another parry immediately after. And he's summoning in his friends in a second, right? Yeah. Focus on the archer best I can. He knocks his friend down, but the archer's one I care about. Come on. What you doing, Mr. Spear dude? You're apparently just gonna die, because you're not doing much else. There we go. Quickly heal a little bit. Didn't quite parry, but we did block. Block a little. Tried to dodge, but apparently was slightly off with that. Ouch. That was quite a mean attack. We've got a little bit of healing left, which I do want to try and do. There we go. Just wait for something parryable. Then I can parry it. There we go. Parry. Heavy attack on him. I am liking the higher difficulty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play through the whole game. We've gone below half health though for the first time, which is nice. We've got a nice parry in there. Eye on him. We avoid that one. He's going for something I can parry. Summoning friends? Friend singular. Ouch. That's multiple hits. One of which had me need to mash B? Okay. She's threatened to call the police, which sends you even more into panic attack, afraid of police. As we also had a panic attack. Really bad one yesterday, yeah. I can understand that not being a fun situation at all. I'm glad you got through it and you seem to be alright today, but yeah, no, that does not sound like it was fun at all. Not in the slightest. Get back to boss though. I do need to focus on this for now. Just need to remember the correct buttons to press for blocking. Only half alright? I mean, you're doing better at least, right? Hopefully. Coming for a lunge and tries to parry that, but got my timing slightly off. Next is summoning in friends, right? Yeah. Something about skipping drinking. I mean, you should try and drink something, even if it's just like a little bit of water or something. You do need to make sure you get like one. Why are these two enemies tougher than usual? They just seem to be jumping all over the place. I'm not used to it for whatever reason. Why am I struggling with just two basic enemies? I shouldn't. Okay, we got one of it. We got one of it. That one got a hit on me, is not ideal. But we should have him. One more hit on him I can get him anyway. There we go. Got a nice parry there. That's good. Is he parryable? No, he's just coming down. Oh, and he's done a lot of damage, is what he's done. Heal up, heal up. I pinged that incorrectly. I'm panicking. I'm thinking this might not be a win. We should drink just really confident. I mean, yeah, that's just how it is sometimes, isn't it? I mean, just drink small amounts if you're not wanting to drink. Like, at least drink a little, if you can. I'm not going to force you to, of course, but you should try. Even if it's just a little bit. I mean, it's something. That's something at least. So I'm glad you're at least going to have something to do, even if it's not a huge amount. Just try and murder one of them in particular. Because fighting one at a time is much easier than fighting two at a time, largely. If they try and jump past me, they'll be knocked down for a second. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Here we are. Nice parry. This time it's going well. come back down. He's doing a jump. I keep seeing the little notification to do the parry when he's next to me, and I think, oh, I need to parry now. But no, you need to still wait for him to actually get the attack ready. However, I am managing mostly. Back down. That's an unblockable attack. Wait for him to do it. Managed to parry it that time. Lovely. He's calling in his reinforcements. We're going to focus on, yep, Mr. Archer. If we can. Don't want to be frozen in ice. That is bad. Okay, heal up. Heal up. Okay. We got rid of my main concern, which was the ranged one. So trying to take care of this other one now. Heal up a little. Just because I feel we can heal against this guy better than we can the boss. Ouch, I got frozen. It's not good. We're running out of healing now. Okay, now we're out of healing. I don't know. I might have to put this down again in difficulty. I may have been a bit more ambitious when I put it up to the higher difficulty. Like, I feel I can manage. It's just very tricky. I'm just gonna let myself die at this point, I think. I've got an idea. Which is, it gave me a bunch of stuff to use that I've just not used. Like, I could just sharpen my weapon for bonus damage. I have traps that I can put down. Like, yeah, no, I can make this fight easier for myself, but I currently have because yeah, I was dealing 60 damage with that before. I'm now dealing 26. That is significantly better. Like, 2 hits have gotten them into second phase. Get rid of him. There we go. Get rid of this other one if I can. Never mind. A little bit of distance. Going for a heavy attack. Yeah, because 41 damage is very nice. Like, I am doing significantly better now, having sharpened my weapon. That is very much something you're intended to do. I should have done that right from the start. I'll try to parry, but I committed to an attack earlier. I wasn't able to back into it. But we've got Archer guy immediately gone. Wait for this guy to do something. I'm gonna heal up. There we go. Just try and instant kill him? Nope, apparently that wasn't quite enough. I overly anticipated what my range was. We've got him now, right? Oh, there we go. How much damage are we dealing still? 26. 26 is good. I'm happy with that. Heal up a little. He does a charge. I can parry. I can hit him a little. We're doing well. We're doing very well in terms of damage output this time. That should be him into summoning his last dude. So I'm going to place down a trap. I'm going to see how well that does. Has him taking just continuous damage. And, oh, that's not like another enemy, that's him. That's just straight up the guy who's fallen off of his mount. Okay, yeah, as soon as I start using my tools, that is a lot easier. There we go.
His foe was beaten, but seeing what had been inflicted on Hilda and Krunk, Arlo's need for vengeance was only growing.
Okay, you know, just use the items the game gives you. You'd think it would make sense. But apparently I just wasn't doing that before. So, oh well. I'm gonna pass on those pauldrons, I think. I was gonna help up my friend, who I think is a blacksmith, right? Or are they dead? Oh no. I got the title drop at least.
Arlo suddenly wished to be within the walls of Winter's Edge, to hear the boot and boom of his father at dawn, a sound he realized he'd never hear again. He needed to return to whatever was left and make his plan.
Poor Arlo. He's not having a very nice morning, is he? I don't think dodging makes me any quicker either, so I'm just going to be running normally. Hey, Seeker! Whenever I finally start. Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. Still though, I did up difficulty. So, could be worse, could be worse. Yeah, back home. We did find our blacksmith's hammer. Is he doing okay? Is he just like hiding? What's going on over here? We'll drop a save at least. Hello, friends. Yeah, a lot of people were dead. And I should follow to the left. Can do, my guy. Into the keep, apparently. I thought it was going to be further to the left.
Spent from his journey, Arlo fell into his father's chair, the one thing still standing in the ashy ruin. It was his chair now, along with the title of Warden of the Wastes. Arlo's shoulders slumped at the weight of it, but only for a moment. The dark wings had nearly scorched the ratdom to ash before, and now it was for him to stop them. He was going to rebuild Winter's Edge, a beacon of hope from which to drive back the shadow.
And this is how we then get our quests. We need to recruit a chef and a smith. I mean, the chef takes priority, right?
This much Arlo knew. No rat would rebuild Winter's Edge on an empty stomach. The kitchen had to be fixed and stocked. Leaf suggested Arlo visit the Night Eyes of the Golden Forest, known for their hearty food. Arlo hoped rat wasn't the key ingredient.
Alright. Time to rebuild our castle town, I guess. We've also apparently got an item. Dull iron sword. Technically better not I'm using, but I like my axe. I like my axe.
The smoke had attracted help in the unlikely form of a pirate. Captain Blacktail had seen many towns razed in his years, usually by his own paw. A fact he chose not to mention as he offered his services. The ship King Rattus's Revenge would take the young warden wherever he had need to go.
Well, in which case, let's travel. We're going to the Golden Forest. I think this is going to be our first Metroidvania section of the game, so that should be fun.
The autumnal gold canopy glimmered in the sunlight, held high by the silver boughs. There was no denying the wonder of the Golden Forest.
A couple of people actually hiding in the trees in the back here. Okay. Wonder what exactly is going on. For now, though, we continue. I'm guessing this is going to be a place where we unlock our
The peace
bow
Arlo
and
found
ranged
beneath the
combat.
leaves was not to last. A shrill cry cut through the calm, a call for help.
I mean, that's definitely someone, right? In that bush.
The hoots came from inside the
Yeah.
bug farm, along with a stench of pond scum and villainy. A frog
These guys
trap.
meant to be like samurai or something. But frogs who hide in bushes. They seem to be doing lightning damage, which is a little unexpected. Okay, just make sure I'm healed up. I'm just trying to learn what they do mostly. Okay, dodge that. Charge attack. Still alive. Not anymore though. You can block these. These are just ranged projectiles. I'm struggling to keep track of them on both sides of me at the same time. Okay, now we're both on the same side. That's going to be easier. I hope. I need to get that parry timing better though, is the main issue. I'm not actually hitting these guys, because I keep kind of backing away. What's the best plan here? What's my plan of action? We got a couple hits there. That's good. I managed to get past it, yeah, Shy. I used the items the game gave me to use, you know? For the boss fight. Makes sense using the items the game gives you for the boss fight. Makes it easier. Should have maybe done that sooner. So now struggling against, like, ranged people. Because, I mean, they're ranged and I'm not. We can get one of them at least, right? Yeah, they do a lot of damage in this difficulty. And they just keep jumping all over the place. I'm looking forward to having my own ranged weapon. I know it will happen. Okay, we got one of them. We got one of them. Doing okay. And you need to keep in mind, I do actually lunge forward slightly when I do an attack. So I just keep pushing towards them and I'm getting attacking. It seems to about work. Gonna give me your phone on a bit? Yeah, sure. I hope you have fun whatever games you're up to on your phone. We get some moss wood, we got some arrows and such. We get a stone as probably not used in weapons, but for building.
Grateful for her
Whoa.
rescue, Erica the Ranger offered to guide Arlo to the hidden
Just
village
like,
of Nestminster.
A little owl. We go to Nestminster. As opposed to like Westminster, which would be the British Parliament. Hello, birds. You all happy? You're running away because you saw me? I'm not that scary. Okay. Off we go. Yeah.
Nestminster's
assuming me
entrance
helping
was
means I'm,
guarded.
like,
Under their helmet,
welcome?
the eyes of the guards seemed to glow. Was he prey walking into a hunter's camp? Arlo could not help but gasp at the sight. He had never seen a place so ornately crafted. It was nothing like the cold stone of home. The Parliament was deep in session when Erica and Arlo
It's
entered.
actually
The
Parliament.
Night Eye elders listened, still as statues, to the pleading of a chef whose daughter Frey was missing. Erica threw herself forward, proclaiming she would rescue the chef's daughter and needed no help. Then she was gone, leaving Arlo to face the elders alone. The elders' staring eyes unnerved Arlo, but when they asked him to protect Erica, he did not refuse.
Why are you being followed? Who are you? Okay, you're not following me. We just happen to be going the same way. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm just dropping saves whenever I get the chance as well, so I don't know when I'm gonna mess up.
Frey's father told them she wanted fish for a new soup recipe. He told her never to go to the dangerous Moonlight Pond, but she was stubborn as she was brave. The chef handed Arlo a few poison antidotes without explanation.
Okay, this sword seems
Arlo
just
wondered
better.
what could go in soup that would have him so scared.
That armor is better. That armor is better. Okay. Before we do too much, I'm going to quickly go in this direction, see what's entirely happening in this city. Just met. Okay. Okay. If I get gold, I can get Cupid's band, which feels rather fancy and ornate. I don't know if I need it. Aside from that, yeah, we don't have facilities to make my helmet particularly great right now, do we? We could invest in a rough bone helmet. We do. I mean, we've been given poison antidotes, so I think actually no, we don't. I was gonna say we do want the electric resistance, but the poison debuff might be quite bad. Pauldrons? Maybe? I don't know. Possibly want to go over to this, but for the most part I'm going to pay attention to my resistance. That seems sensible. Shield. Now, I do think we need a better one of these. Do any of those look to be particularly good? I mean, one is good against poison and electric. That does sound kind of like what we need. There we go. As for this, again, Cupid stuff. We need gold. We need gold. For now, mostly, this is all working out. Can we not buy a drink? No, we can't buy a drink. That's all good. We do, however, have what looks to be a shop. Or is this a... No, it is a shop. Okay. You would sell me... Oh, you'd sell me an owl axe. I like my electric damage, but I do like axes. So I'm going to buy one of those. I do not have a bow, so I'm going to buy one of those. As for the rest, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm fine without the rest of that. Again, wrong button for my inventory. But we have a ranged weapon. Apparently had one already, but we've now got a better one. So that's probably worth it. I don't know how you use the ranged weapon. It is currently the biggest issue. That looks to be how you use it. Okay. Can I put that away? If I just walk towards the door, it puts it away. Okay. So opposite bumper to the melee attack is a ranged attack, which is going to be useful. I had said I wanted
Erica
to.
said they must be as stealthy as the owls of old.
You've just given
She
me...
gave him a bow carved from the silver boughs,
Given me what I just bought.
quiet as a whisper and deadly as a talon.
Yeah, we now have two of those bows. Oh well. There we go. So it's telling me ranged combat is possibly a thing they'll need. Means if anything's ever in the air, we can outfight it. No entry that way. Alright, no entry is fine. I do like the little hook shot thing, that is quite nice. make my way over. Be mildly careful. We can mine ore. Wait, those spots are for ore. Was there any more back here? I don't think there was. No. We get to mine ore. That makes sense. That does make sense. I have to keep that in mind. Also, going to have to quickly drink this juice. There we are. Can eat home after all. That's how you feel when you get the food. I mean, yeah. It is worth trying to eat. It is worth trying to eat. Hopefully it goes well for you.
A white feather. Erica knew it was Frey's. They were on
obvious
the right
ambush.
path.
The feeling lightning damage against these guys is not going to be ideal. Yeah, it seems they are moderately resistant. Try and take care of the ranged one as a priority, okay? This is fine. We're doing okay. But you know what? Melee one seems significantly easier to hit. I might just focus on him. Oh, we've gone back quite a bit. Okay.
Frey's father told them she wanted fish for a
I'm gonna
new
keep
soup
getting
recipe.
confused by the
He
buttons.
told her never to go to the dangerous moonlight
Because I'm
pond.
too used to...
But she was stubborn
Like-
as she was brave. The chef
oh.
handed Arlo a few poison antidotes without explanation. Arlo
So used to
wondered
Elden
what
Ring,
could go in soup that
where
would
it's a
have him
different
so
button to
scared.
shield. So I'm going to change that, I think. Controls... Where is it? Block should be that. Parry should just be that. Wait, if I don't apply, what was parry before? Both triggers to parry. Okay. That's a bit of an odd one. I then want range weapon should be on trigger. There we go. That's gonna keep confusing me otherwise. It's gonna keep confusing
Erica
me.
said they must be as stealthy as the owls of old. She gave him a bow carved from
There
the
we
silver boughs, quiet as a whisper and
That's a
deadly
lot
as a
better.
talon.
Hopefully. It's not gonna make a huge difference, but it's going to make a difference. Yeah, I'll try not to die this time. Would probably be ideal. Let's quickly grab stuff off the bush. Have a quick drink to heal up. Grab stuff off the silver one. We now have a lot of heal. Get some more clay. Can mine. Can mine some more. Can mine a little more again. There we go.
A white feather. Erica knew it was Frey's. They were on the right path.
I'm not all worried about big snake food in the background as well. That one does have me slightly concerned. Heal a little. There we go. Ouch, I assumed you'd be able to shoot my friend and they'd take the arrow for me. I assumed wrongly. I'm now pressing the wrong button to shield, because I'm now getting used to the other one from before. That's annoying. I changed it for a reason, and I'm getting confused anyway. Okay, heal up. This is fine. You know, I could just shoot them. Yeah, shooting them just seems to work. I can't, like, try and fire an arrow. What would you call it? Like, unknock an arrow, I guess? It's a little bit of a shame, but it makes sense. It makes sense. You all eat, it's not sure, Homer at restaurant. I mean, entirely up to you. I don't think I'd put any pressure on you either way. Don't force yourself to go out if you're not feeling it. Like, no harm in just staying inside. We're gonna jump out.
A frog scouting party squatted in the mushroom farm. Arlo's arrows would make swift
they
work
are-
of them.
They are jumping out. This is fine. Got a good bit of damage in. There we are. Pushing forwards. Blow a whistle. Okay, the status effects completely stunning you. I think all of them stun you, which is a little odd. Like thunder, yeah, sure, maybe that stuns you. Ice also stuns you, sure. But like poison seems to stun you as well. I don't know. I'm gonna get bored of all of that. It's all very similar. Fine. So a little careful. Getting our damage in. This is working out. Melee ones are considerably easier, I think, than the ranged ones. Which is kind of odd in a way, but also makes sense. Have to go outside for food though. I mean, it's good getting out for a little bit. It's good getting out for a little bit. Ouch, I tried to dodge roll, I did not dodge well enough.
The farmers emerged, shaken but grateful. Arlo had never met stripe snouts before. Badger brothers Marco and Lorenzo's keen eyes had seen Frey go by, headed for the pond.
Yeah, she headed for a pond, the narrator had said, but good to get confirmation. Oh, and we've got healing and a bench. What more could you want? Like, more healing and 2 benches, I guess? But no, I think this is fine by me. I'll quickly go up here. Just because you can whack that, it gets you some items. Okay, don't fall down too hard, or it does damage you. Good to be aware. The shield, I will equip it. Yeah. I'd bought one previously and forgot to buy it on this occasion. Just take damage falling down. I feel that's a little neat. Considering it's not too far of a fall, but alright, game. Alright. Grab the wood, because I'm sure I'll need it. To somewhere to, like, shop. Does this benefit me in some way? Is this like infinite wood? If I want it? I don't know. I might stop it after after that. I think we've done plenty.
At Moonlight Pond, Frey was already preparing to leave. Her hunt, it seemed, was not done. With a hoot about an egg, she was gone.
She's looking for an egg. Presumably not one of their eggs. Right? You wouldn't put that into an omelette or anything, right? I can't go in the water, so I guess that is that. Unless maybe later into the game I can go into the water. Might be possible. It might be possible. Stressed up again, bro. We are doing fine. Badger basement key. Did I just steal that from his pocket? I think I did. And I have an egg in here. Can I buy an egg? I can buy a farmer card. From a set of cards used by druids to divine the will of 8 arms. Farmer card represents endurance, growth, and patience.
The farmer
it's a key
card.
item.
What it lacks in power, it makes up for in its
We have
positive
Gwent in
qualities.
this. Have we got, like, mouse Gwent? Okay. Didn't expect mouse Gwent to be a thing. Yeah, we've got the key for this. What does this get me? I mean, there's bones. And there's...
The sky
this
flashed
is-
with a blinding light. Suddenly, towering before him stood an imposing figure, his flaming sword heating the air around Arlo. Thrusting his sword into
Why?
the air, the stranger
Well, I can do
imparted his gift
magics.
onto the young warden.
Okay. I did magic, apparently. Did not expect to have magic involved after I went through some basement in a badger's house. Also, this strange.
But Arlo could feel
Damage
the
seems
stranger's
really
gift
high.
pulsing through his body, filling him with a burning desire to avenge his father and rid the north of the Darkwing scum.
I mean, not expected. But we found how to do fireball. Like, the magic spell. We can rest up. And assuming this is like the first game,
Tunnels are rarely
this
used
is
by
healing
night eyes
juice.
who prefer an open sky above. Arlo knew dangerous creatures lurked in such dark places.
Where am I going right now? I genuinely don't know. Like, I've just found somewhere to go mining. That's all I'm aware of. However, there's more up the way. What does up have for me? I mean, there's a chest, if I can do some platforming, but I'm expecting a fight. This is a very wide open arena. What have we got? We have... I don't know. Something. Sliver skill. Mare of Golden Forest is well hidden in the mulch-covered ground, where it waits for any unsuspecting prey with poison fangs. Is this about to be a boss fight against the big snake? Because I don't know if I'm okay with that. I don't know if I'm quite okay with that being a thing. There's a ladder to the right, but I know there's a chest over here which takes priority. Found an emerald. Couple emeralds in fact. That's quite good. And up here, we have found... I mean, I see an ice symbol in the background. Do I need to come back here once I can use ice and that does something for me? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Just quickly drop down. Make my way around. And be mildly concerned about the presence of, yeah, a boss, potentially. I'm gonna be using these traps at this point. Traps, I think, are reasonable. Just give it a whack. We can use magic right now. Ouch, that hurt. How did I do the magic again? I can't quite remember. Is it? I don't quite remember. There we go. I remembered how you do magic. That's good. Heal up. Just, ranged attacks, I think, are going to be my best damage output against this guy. Assuming I can land him anyway. While he does this jumpy thing. Just keep a bit of distance, then shoot him. Fine, we're running out of arrows, but I think we've got enough. There we go. Is that a completely optional boss, or is this needed and I've just kind of skipped where I was meant to be going? I don't know. I'm proud of myself for that. I didn't expect that to actually go well. Just try not to jump off a cliff and die. Because that would be quite an unfortunate way to then die, considering I've just done all of that. We do have bugs, which do get converted into juice, as like the first game. Not much juice, but it is juice. It means healing. I do need for healing. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Apparently I'm supposed to be in the room over. Like, there is something just next to me, so I am doing something correct. Do I have, like, a chair to sit on? Yes, in this next room there is allegedly... yeah, more juice and a chair. Lovely. So while I do want this, it's not necessarily where I'm going right away. Because there's a dead end, seemingly in the other direction. I want to see what's over there. This can't give me a dead end. It expects me not to explore it. Apparently, we need something to put on this. We need some kind of item. I'd imagine it's like a pressure plate, like Indiana Jones style kind of thing. Okay, we can come back another time. We can come back another time in that case. Still worth exploring. A little bit of a shame we weren't able to do anything. And, oh, a mole shop. What have you got for me? Whetstones and a fancy helmet. Okay. Whetstone I would very much be up to having. These are surprisingly cheap. You only have 2 of them, but I will buy 2. Rough Death March helmet. It's a lot of resistance, a lot of weight. It's good against poison. I think we're about to fight a snake, so I'm gonna take that. It said the snake was weak to fire as well. Fire and lightning. I think we take a fire trap, take a lightning trap, call it a day. I will buy some arrows. How many will be enough to get me to max? I don't know. I will spend 5 on arrows. I don't have a lot of money left. Can, however, sell stuff from my gear. You know what, because we can upgrade things, I'm not going to sell anything unless I've got a copy of it. Which, sadly, there is not anything we have a copy of. Wrong button again to get to my inventory, but I'll learn it eventually. Antidote, I think will be useful in this fight. I'm going to put a trap there. Crafting materials, that's not some stuff we get to craft with. Do you want to swap? Honestly, no. I think it said the snake was going to be weak to lightning and fire, so we keep that as is. We want resistance to poison, I believe. Which means you can maybe change this over. Cupid's Pauldron, maybe not the worst idea. There we go. As for the rest, yeah, I'm going to change over to this new helmet. I think is sensible. Yeah, that should be decent poison resistance, if nothing else. That is a giant snake.
Prey had found a whole nest of eggs. She was uninterested in who the owner might be, but the mother slither scale was very interested in her.
Okay. So far, I am mildly concerned that I can launch a fireball. Also, I really should have saved after outfitting my inventory, shouldn't I? Oh no. Oh, I need to buy everything again. Okay, we bought a couple of these. We bought, I believe, one trap of each. We bought the helmet. We bought some arrows. That was that. On button for inventory. Items. Swap this over to fire trap. Yes. Those we kept the same. Armor, we changed my helmet. There we go. Thankfully I've got a decent memory, so that was okay. And before we go on through, sharpen my weapon. Can I buy another whetstone now? I can. Cool. Save again while I've got my weapon sharpened. Yeah, we head on through, fight the boss. Can I survive? It's a big ask that I survive this. But hopefully I can. Launch a fireball. It does good damage. We're doing okay here. This is working out. I really did not expect to have magic. Like, it's become a lot more like...
Side by side,
oh,
Erica and Arlo forced
become
the
a lot
slither
more
scale
like
from its
Witcher
lair.
3 than I expected.
Erica would not leave Frey to travel alone.
It's like
They would
trading
see him
cards
back at the
and
Parliament.
I guess magic, which we didn't have in the first game. Yeah, that did not seem too difficult of a boss, all in all. Which makes me worry that I've missed something important, potentially. Hello, friend. You just mining? I don't seem to be able to help you. Maybe that'll open up at some point in time? Yeah, looks like it might. For now, we'll leave them be. We'll need to revisit that. Jump on over. We can crawl out this little gap. Where's this going to bring me exactly? I don't know. I'm just looting everything I can for now, because I don't know quite what's going to be valuable. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of valuable stuff around in terms of crafting materials as well as items. I just don't know where they all are. I do know I want to be going up to the right, which means I actually want to be going over here. Yeah. That is snakes. Okay, we've got a bit more reach on them than I thought we might. I can take them out, they're not too bad. Well, yeah, no, they really aren't too bad. If you use an efficient weapon, that is nice and simple. Okay. And especially if the weapon's been sharpened, if it also has advantage, I'd imagine that's going to be very good. Now we get to rest again, which seems a little odd. We've apparently been here before. Have we? I mean, there's this fella. No access just yet. Where does that lead? That is Badger's house. Laid out there. Okay, you're clearing a path to somewhere. I don't quite know where. I'll leave you be for now. I'll leave you be for now, friend. For the moment, we have a chef to recruit. And yeah, the snakes have come back. I'm kind of just going for the kills. Because I might as well do that very quickly. Yeah, the fact that every status seems to be a stun, I don't know. I feel we could have done it different. I understand functionally, yeah, taking damage over time sucks and whatnot, but I don't know, if they're all going to be treated the same, it feels a bit cheap. We could have made it more interesting. For a moment though, make my way up here. We have something to mine. And I believe there's a tunnel, yeah. Tunnel which gets me some kind of shoulder piece. Okay, it's quite good resistance. You know what? Sure. I will wear that. Simply because I don't see why I wouldn't. Is it like meant to be something rare? Wrong button again. I'm gonna keep doing that. Dark Crusader Pauldron. Worn by a paladin embodying the valor and unwavering commitment to righteousness that defines their noble and sacred duty. Cool. I don't entirely know if that's just flavor text or not. Yeah, slide down there. Make my way over. And we should be heading out and hopefully getting our chef in a second, which will be nice. Jump up to the ladder. Do have a little bug. We don't have to kill it. I'll kill one of them, I'll leave the other one to spread tales of what I've done. There we go. Ah, and that's the well that it leads to. Got it. In which case... yeah, we need to go back to the left. Seems like a better defended castle though, considering it's got drawbridges. Although if the bats are able to fly, I don't know how effective it's going to be. For now, we go up. We have rescued the chef, who I believe was coming back to here, was she not? Then I petition for the chef to
Erica
join
and
me.
Frey held wings as they asked Arlo and the elders for their blessing. They wanted to leave and start their own kitchen at Winter's Edge. All agreed. Arlo hoped slither scale eggs would not be on the menu.
There we go. We've also apparently got a fancy looking sword. That has good base damage, comes with poison damage as well. I will take it. The shield also seems to be better. Although it's very heavy. I'm going to pass on the shield. Because I don't want to go into medium load if I can avoid it. yeah, continuing on my way. That's us done with our first mission, I believe.
Arlo was keen to head home, but an owl called Sigrid stopped him. As Chancellor, she had a budget for someone to deal with the local slither scale problem. If he wanted the job, he best join her in the Rangers Guild.
Okay, so is this where I then take on additional, like, side missions? Infestations. Got centipede dudes. I don't like centipedes, but okay. I will open some centipedes, sure.
The Owl Rangers had been hunting all night, following the sounds of 1,000 tiny feet. This was a battle they did not wish to do alone. Arlo wondered how many they would be facing.
And I can't do, like, all in one go. Guess it makes sense. For now, I'm not going to send any of my materials to them. We do have centipedes, though. We can go and chase, which... Is that like a fishing spot? For a second I thought, oh, that's a sword, but no, that looks like a fishing rod, maybe. We got fishing mechanics in this. I don't know. Centipedes apparently live over there, I think. But we'll leave them be. I'm going to check if that fishing spot's actually a thing. Could it be just here? Hello.
Arlo had heard the sniffling of the heron leagues away. Ernest was the most skilled fisherman in the ratdom, or had been. In between sobs, he told Arlo he'd dropped his best rod in a well. The warden offered to find it, if only to stop the noise.
Time to go all the way over there to get the fishing rod. Well, if he dropped it in the well, surely it would have fallen down that well. Would have been my thought. Well, if I guess, maybe it got moved along. Gyres are so lovely. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like them. Okay, I need to use this in order to go up. There's a lot of mechanics. Yeah, like there's a lot more than I thought there'd be to this. I mean, I enjoyed the first game. Still very much enjoy this one as well. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to encounter though. Which, honestly, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I'm down to be pleasantly surprised. That lets me come down here. The path has been cleared from previous. That's good. I will continue grabbing resources on my way. Nothing wrong with just grabbing items. I don't think I need to fight these guys, so I'm going to just kind of leave. I will take a quick rest to travel a decent distance. I want to figure out what this fishing is about. Also a new shop. I don't recognize you. You will sell me a fire crossbow? Now that seems quite fun. I will buy it. Will I equip it? Let's see. I slowly head towards getting dinner. I mean, yeah, I'll be streaming for another hour and a bit still. So if you're wanting company during any of that at all, just let me know. I'm going to be here. I could afterwards, if you go after, get a call with you if you really want. But yeah, for now, I'm going to keep on streaming. I'm having a lovely time. But yeah, just let me know if I'm able to help at all. We should, ideally, take out that as well. Should be just next to this fishing rod. Also, hello. You need planks. I can give you that. Sure, that's barely any I need to give you. And gets me a fast travel location. Well, that is useful to know that fast travel exists. Okay, that is very good. Hell yeah. So if there's fast travel mechanics, that's going to be useful. Because that means I don't need to make that trip ever again. If I don't want to, anyway. Okay, you're looking for your rod. So you dropped it down the well. Which means I just need to find it, and it's somewhere down below, I would imagine. Sure, it can't be that hard. I kind of thought because I saw the icon over there, like, oh, the guy's gone over there because, I mean, maybe that's where fishing rods washed up? I don't know. It makes sense. But, open up! And hey, Dragonborn, good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm having a lovely time with Geralt narrating this, like, mouse game. Or a rat game, I guess. Right? Still amazed it's just Geralt.
Centipedes. Northerners called them a death march. They would march no more when the warden was done.
Okay. These guys seem dangerous. Yep, definitely a lot of them. I don't like centipedes either, which makes this a little more annoying. I did not entirely expect there to be this many. I'm just gonna use range attacks and hope for the best. Range attacks seem to be mostly manageable. I could also go do fireballs. One of them is dead. That is good. With two dead, I think we can probably take on just one of them on its own. That seems manageable. Or more manageable at least. Let's see, is it going to actually be manageable? If it takes this little damage from my weapon, maybe not. So far I've not found anything that would be resistant to fire, so I'm thinking that might have to be what I go for. Yeah, because ranged damage seems fine enough, but fireball just does so much more. Is there limited ammo? Yes, you will see top left. I have 2 arrows left after that.
The first nest was destroyed. As a way to pay for the keep, he relished the challenge and almost wished there were more than one nest left.
That was the nest I had to get rid of, though. And, no, never mind, there is more, apparently. Damn. Damn, that is a shame, 'cause I need arrows. I do, however, if I press the right item, right button, sorry, get to equip my new item, the flame crossbow. That's going to be useful if we're fighting as well against these guys. Fire damage seemed to be ideal, so I'm going to go back to this axe. I will... Oh, it does a good job, but it seems fire is effective against bugs. Which I guess makes sense. Like, what is more effective against fumigating for bugs than setting your house on fire? You know? Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Please, do not take my advice in that regard. I mean, it would get rid of the bugs. That part's not wrong, I guess. Just don't think I would recommend trying. And it seems against these what you call them, frogs as well. It seems fire was effective. I'm not bothered about fighting them. I'm going to be fighting these other things, such as... I mean, you can see him in the wall behind all of those vines, can you not? There is a fella up there. Can I shoot him? Not yet. Which is worrying. Because that means it's going to be a boss. Potentially.
Arlo braced for an onslaught of tiny, deadly feet, but the second nest was empty. As he started to destroy the nest, he felt the fur on the back of his neck stand on end.
Okay, that one was parryable. If I'd timed that right, I could have parried it. Just heal up. This is going okay. It's not going the best, but it's going okay. Heal up again. So not like somewhere for me to head like closer to this area. I don't think there was. I'm getting bad at my parries, I'm panicking. Yeah. Okay. Game's tricky. Where did I save? That wasn't too far back actually. That's fine. That's fine. I can do this. And oh, the enemies have changed. It's interesting. Now these guys, I believe, are also weak to fire. But I just don't do much fire damage. I will sharpen my weapon. Now that I know this guy's about to pop out, I will drop a trap. Let's see. How well or not well is this gonna go? He set himself on fire. That was good. I am using what is maybe not the best of weapons. Simply because it has fire damage, I went over to it. And he kills me fast if I make a mistake. Okay. I was somewhat aware of that, but I didn't expect it to be quite that fast. I can do this. I somewhat believe. No, I don't actually care about these snakes, I'm just gonna leave. There we go. Quickly sharpen my weapon. Quickly drop that. Same thing, just keep hitting him. That was a parry attack, and I did not parry, I just blocked and then didn't do anything. Where are they coming out? Just ahead of me. That's all fine. Just make sure I block when I need to. Parry when I need to. There we go. That's working out. Where are you coming out? You're not coming out, you're just sitting over there. What I need is to set you on fire, I believe. Decent job, but you didn't stay on fire annoyingly. They're now just underneath me. Tried to parry that, didn't quite work. I'm not in a good position. I'm not dead though, just healing up. Okay, getting damage on. It's alright, it's not great, it's going alright. Just need to be careful. This can make a poisonous area, which I then want to politely stay out of. Okay, managed to get a parry in there, that's good. He's doing his best. I don't know quite how good his best is going to do against me. Although I'm not sure how good my best is going to do either. Yeah. Came close that thing, came close. Again, this is on a higher difficulty. Like, I think I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. Like, I'm not upset about this. I think it's going okay. I do think I'd rather maybe use a different weapon with better damage on it. But, I don't think that's an option if I want fire damage. All I know is pure poison damage was not going to cut it. Set a trap. Sharpen my weapon. Let's give it another attempt. Does this guy here actually help me at all, or did he just like run away? I didn't really notice him during the fight much. Also got an itchy nose. It's a bad thing to have an itchy nose. Let's give him a whack. Doing fine. Got a good hit on him. Got a nice parry. Doing okay. Be careful of this little poison area. I think we're fine to do that. Poison is not going to do much if I interrupt him. Slams area, avoid that. I couldn't really avoid that without going into his area, which is why I was hesitant. I got inflicted with poison, sadly, which meant I couldn't block that last attack. I can do this, though. I can do this. I thought clearing an infestation wouldn't result in a boss. I thought they were, like, separate commissions, seeing as there was a separate boss commission list. I guess maybe this is like a less difficult boss? Well, I'm still struggling. Doing okay. Doing okay. Got a big attack on him. Big attack again. Block his poison projectile. I'm not taking much damage. Not just yet, anyway. Okay, we're doing pretty alright. We're doing pretty alright. Become nighttime in the background. Shouldn't matter. Able to interrupt him if need be using the fireball. I might do if he seems to be in a little bit of an annoying position, such as over there. We both hit each other, not entirely ideal, but try and heal up. Yeah, they do not enjoy fire. Who would have guessed? I don't think many people like fire. But still, he seems particularly against it. I might die here if I get caught. Yeah. Ended up in his poisony cloud. It's annoying. Poison shouldn't stun you. I don't understand why that was the effect they went for. I guess some poisons are like paralytics, so yeah, they do. But I feel it's not quite correct. Ah well. We're gonna do it this time. We're gonna do it. This is gonna be the time. Drop down trap. Gonna activate this. Make sure I'm doing my charge attacks where reasonably possible. Make sure I'm healed. I feel I wasn't in that area that he hit. Okay. Okay. Make sure I'm healing. Doing relatively okay. I'm not gonna claim we're doing the best we've done so far, but relatively so, we're doing okay. Big charge attack didn't actually damage him for some reason. I'm doing mostly fine. I'm not 100% confident. I'm hopeful, you know? Let's launch a fireball on them. I think that hits. Didn't seem to do a huge amount, and I've not seen that before. That caught me off guard. Damn it. It was going well up until that point. Up until it wasn't, I was doing fine. Is it just not any enemies today? Normally there's enemies there. Alright. Well, sharpen my weapon. Drop the trap. Let's see. Get plenty of damage on him. As long as I'm a little careful. I do prefer the axe to the sword, I think. Just for like the pattern it uses with its attacks. Stop him diving underground. That blast off his antennas when I hit him with that. I think it did. So far, this is going incredibly well this fight. Aside from like that one part there, where it didn't quite go amazingly well, that was going amazingly well. Get a nice parry. There we go. Come on, we've got him this time, right? Right? I'm almost there. Ouch! God damn it. You knocked me back to the first attack and I couldn't roll. I'm so close. So close. This isn't even like a thing I need to be doing currently. I'm fighting him because I feel like I should. There's no real benefit. Who's this? Not seen you before. You're apparently semi-resistant to flames. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna heal and I'm gonna be kind of annoyed that I had to do that heal just there. Okay, set the trap. The trap I don't think actually did anything on that occasion. We set it where he spawned in. It's a little annoying. Okay, I got a hit on him, but it didn't quite work out. Okay, while he's stunned, I'm just gonna heal slightly. Him being on fire also helped. Chopped off his antennas, he's into his second phase, I believe. Okay, this time it's going okay. Less okay there, but we can just focus on him. I don't think I'm allowed to heal, which annoys me. He attacks so quickly with that. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid him doing that. Because he goes underground. You get an indication and like not even half a second later the attack happens. Okay, try to smash those pots in the way. Okay, come on, this time it's got to be timed, right? Right? Okay, good opening. You know how opening works. Doing it well. Plenty of damage. I rolled into that, which is a little annoying. I thought I rolled out. But, no. This is probably really frustrating to watch. I'm really sorry. It's the fact the boss two-shots me, I think, is what makes this the most annoying. Thankfully, it's not too far to go to actually get back to the boss. But still, this must be quite annoying to watch. Few Saul hits in before he gets hit back. We're managing. I did actually manage to parry what I thought was an unparryable attack, which was surprising. Got a fireball if I want it. That's good. Nighttime, that's not really going to mean anything in the grand scheme, it just makes it slightly less visible. Trying to hit him, he's not being very obedient though, is he? Set him on fire slightly with a fireball. A penny are gone. Is this him stabbing through the ground? I believe so. He only got hit by one of them, thankfully. I swear if he does it again. Okay, he's not. He's doing something else. He's taking a lot of damage here. I don't have much more damage I can take myself. We're managing. I'm going underground worries me, because you can just do multiple stabs and whatnot. Okay, heal up. I think I'm not going to be murdered in one go now. But I'm needing to kind of just be hopeful. What did the ranged attack? And it stopped me being able to roll. If I just do fireball, maybe? Yes, okay. That was close.
Understood now how one beast could feel like an army. He wondered if he would get a bonus for felling this giant as well.
I will equip the new shield, maybe? No? That's really bad against fire. We're not fighting fire, though. For a side quest, that was surprisingly difficult. Is that it? I think that's it. I think I just need to go hand it in now. Thank God. Thank God. Do just grab whatever this is. I'm gonna make my way down. I'm gonna make my way to that bench, because I think that's the safest spot. I loot this as well. Gonna get some more juice out of you. And out of you. Because yeah, I do not want to be dying. Not after that. Imagine anticlimax like falling off a short ledge, and that was it. After beating the boss. Yeah, this is the main reason I wanted to come down here. Fast travel. Yeah, I am quite happy to give you stuff. There you go, friend. Now that fast travel is active, I just go to here, and I can, if I zoom in, fast travel to this. Which is what I want. I want to be a nest minister. Which I still think is a funny name. Pick up another mission, which will be the snake's nest. I'm not doing them just yet, however.
The owls were worried, which was a rare sight. A slither scale nest was nearby with a fresh clutch of eggs. The nest had to be destroyed before they hatched and unleashed chaos.
You can just go to the world map. Okay, that is quite useful. We would like to go home, please. There we are. Also, I do want to check the bestiary quick. Beasts. Not beasts. Not that. Insectoids? They would have been weak to electric. Wrong button. Ah, electric's such a useful thing to now be aware of, because I could have just used this. Snakes were weak to electric, right? As well? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. At least I am now aware. At least I'm now aware. As for the food, we, do not currently have food. What that will be doing is increasing my max health, which I would quite like. I want more max health. Max health is nice. Requests? You want a bag of herbs. I don't know where I'll find that, but I can try my best. Next food, smithing. You want to upgrade our weapons?
Rebuilt walls would not keep Winter's Edge safe alone. They needed weapons and armor, but had no smith. Leif knew of a master crafter living in the rift, if Arlo was of an open mind.
An open mind. Is it going to be a frog? Is that why I need an open mind? Or is it a bat? A bat would be an especially open mind. I'm curious who I'm going to recruit. Oh, that's going to be bats. That's bat territory over there. Or hedgehog territory, judging by the other marker. I'm down to recruit a hedgehog.
Arlo had heard the tales of battles that scarred the rift at his father's knee. He wondered how much of the stories could be true. The ancestral home to the pond scum, the rift had seen endless war between rats, bats, and frogs. Even the river refused to pass through it now. Its muddy bed was grave to beasts and boats alike.
Let's make sure I'm grabbing all the resources I can on my way as well, because I'm sure we'll need them for early game. Late game, I might be able to go without, but for now I want them. Then silver ore? There's nothing else here. Okay. Silver ore is apparently new, however, so that was worthwhile. Just make my way over here now. Quick whack of these. Frogs. What are frogs weak against? I'm expecting to be against frogs. Fire and ice. In which case, I don't really have much for either of those. Poison? It's got better just flat damage. They're resistant to poison, but the flat damage might make it worthwhile. Sure, I'll give it a go.
Arlo's foot slipped on something that was not another bone. Bottles were littering the muddy path now.
Oh,
Whoever
hey,
left them
set
could
me
not
on
be
fire.
far.
Okay. Was not expecting that as an attack.
The ancestral home
That's
to
a
the
bit annoying,
pond
so I need to go
scum.
grab
The rift
like,
had
silver
seen
again,
endless
but I
war
can do that
between
later, I
rats,
guess.
bats, and frogs. Even the river refused to pass through it now. Its muddy bed was grave to beasts and boats alike. Arlo's foot slipped on something that was not another bone. Bottles were littering the muddy path now. Whoever left them could not be far.
Ouch. Okay, so this guy, I don't like him. So I don't know how you're supposed to parry that attack. He apparently does not like lightning damage though. With him gone, yeah, does not like lightning. So I should be using the weapon I currently am. Let's make sure I beat them up. There we go. The guy with his shield concerns me most. Because if they have a shield, I need to attack them from behind, right? There we go. Okay, that wasn't actually that bad, shield guy. He was quite manageable. Make sure I grab stuff on the way. I'm not going to go particularly off beaten track. Get bugs. Bugs are good. Can smash a bug. That is more than... This feels excessive. Have I gotten stuck? Arlo, you've gotten far too into this. Yeah, he's stuck doing that. There's not like a reload checkpoint, is there? I could change the difficulty, that wouldn't be what we want. I mean, exit and reload, I guess. I just wanted to get some more healing. That's a bit of a shame. Oh well.
The ancestral home to the pond scum. The rift had seen endless war between rats, bats, and frogs. Even the river refused to pass through it now. Its muddy bed was grave to beasts and boats alike. Arlo's foot slipped on something that was not another bone. Bottles were littering the muddy path now. Whoever left them could not be far.
There we go. One gone. Up a little. Now I just heal and wait for that fire to dissipate. Could just do this. It doesn't work against his shield. Okay. There we go. One guy's gone. There's just shield man. Take him out with ease. We weren't before. There we go. Grab their items. Good stuff. Dig up the ground. And maybe this time we don't try and butcher a bug, because that did not go well before. I think I was meant to come across that antidote or something, and then it just got confused. Got a nest. Is this where I'm meant to be? No, I'm meant to be up. I'm gonna follow the main quest for it. We can investigate the side route later. Never mind, we found a bench. I was gonna say we follow the main route so we can get a bench, but now we've got a bench. I mean... I'm not gonna say no. I maybe should, but I'm not going to. We've got something to mine. Did not get any silver, sadly. Drop to the ladder. This is going to mean I don't take fall damage. I mean, I can't get into there. However, I want to hazard a very brief guess that fireball will not cover it. You need to get a heavy weapon to break foes, I know that much. It was in the first game anyway. We didn't have fireballs in the first game, which is why I wanted to test it. But yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we get a heavy weapon out of all of this. For now, back to the main path. Sad. I say sad, but I'm happy enough to go back to the main path. A quick rest the bench again. Just because I now have actually... There we go. Yeah. Instead of gone down there, I've gotten some resources. It's worth it. The Bodmeyer Forge.
More bottles lay outside the forge, which was otherwise as quiet as every other dead thing that haunted this place.
This is a
Pile of
legendary
bottles was large,
It's just
even
currently
for one who drinks like a
apparently
merman, and it seemed to be breathing.
yeah, quite intoxicated currently. Well, they can just beat it up. This is fine. Let's be mildly careful and heal up. Don't entirely know how best to avoid some of those attacks. I didn't expect there to be a boss fight, however, so I'm not fully prepared. This is fine. Less fine. I can do that. That's not too difficult of a boss. Sharpen my weapon. Now that I know we're going into a boss fight, it's worth doing. This is fine. Let's try and get a bit of distance while I heal. Ouch, that was a painful hammer. Can't say I fully expected that. Okay, we're doing alright. My sharpened weapon, we do a lot of damage.
Arlo was amazed the merman could swing his hammer, let alone see who he was hitting. A couple of thumps on the head soon brought him to his senses.
Okay. He's not gonna hold a grudge, hopefully. I very much hope he's not gonna hold a grudge. Right? Just shambling back to your house.
Following him inside, Arlo realized this must be the smith. But his furnace was as cold and broken as the merman's spirit.
Sleeping pastime. Okay, does that heal me? Or is that just a function for changing the time? It does heal me. Okay.
The smith hunted bottles as he told Arlo of his woes. The frogs had attacked the village, kidnapping his wife and apprentice daughters. He would not light his forge until they were home. This was a problem Arlo swore he could solve. The smith took some strength from this. He introduced himself as Ron and flashed a grin, telling Arlo the frogs didn't take everything.
Is that weapon I got? Is that a heavy weapon? We've not unlocked heavy weapons yet, no. So that wasn't correct. I was thinking that might be how I get through the barrier. Simply because he's heading off in this direction. It makes sense. Well, maybe it is something that can be two-handed. And it'll tell me that I can two-hand things. Come on, spider, stop jumping around. There we go. Some more now. Set them on fire slightly. That's fine. Take him out. There's not much left. There we go. I do want to make sure I actually grab their stuff, because I've not fought spiders yet. This is all going to be new. Well, it's all apparently going to be about the same. Except for that, 2 fangs. That was different to what the other ones had dropped. So you seem to want to go over this way, my friend. No? Yes. Yes. There we go. Is this smith going to like help me at all? Like I don't know if Ron's particularly useful, but I kind of hope he might help. Just burn that spider. And slightly web, but it looks to be okay. Ow, okay, that web is what hurts most, seemingly. Damn, that does hurt, that web. So you use it at home to a screaming toddler. Yeah, it's a fair enough reason to eat it at home, yeah. Can't say blame you there. I don't see particularly why, like, you just let your toddlers scream, but it depends how old they are. Sometimes it's just something they do, and you can't really help it. But in that case, I help. I mean, I kind of sympathise more with the parents than anything. Because it can't be fun having your, like, child being a menace like that and just not being able to do anything. At the same time, there are just kids who are obnoxious, and their parents don't care that the kids are obnoxious. In that case, yeah, that's not good. Very young, 1 year, yeah, nah, that's fine. I think they're allowed to be a bit of a menace as a child at that age. Still not ideal for everyone else at the restaurant, but nah. That's understandable if they're being a bit noisy. It's just what kids that young do. Trying to just focus down the small one first. There we go. With now just 1 spider, this should be more than doable. I need to get better at reading their attacks for what I can parry, but for the most part, this is working out. Just loot all the spider bits. There we go. Single mother, so you won't blame her. Yeah, no. It can't be easy being a single mother, I wouldn't think. Also, is that an arrow barrel? I think it is. I'm gonna loot it. I don't know if that got me any arrows. I think it was at max. But, worth trying.
While hardly a full armory, Ron had what was needed. This 2-handed skull crusher was a gift made by his daughters. He put it in Arlo's paws, in hope it would help save them.
Okay, I want to go back down to a light load. Is the issue? So now I have this equipped as well. I need to consider what armor I'm wearing. Which means that shield is very heavy for what it is. I think we want resistance to fire currently, so I'm going to equip this. Which now puts me to light. You're telling me use right trigger so I can smash this. And I can't just shoot it, right? No. Can I do a... I can do kind of a parry by using the shield. For most part, just break this down. It's not going particularly well. I need to fully charge it. Okay, that's why. That's why. Hello, frogs. Heavy attack breaks through your shield. I'm aware of this fact. Down goes one. Now it's just him. Get a few attacks in. He'll now be paralysed. We finish him off. Maybe just like scavenge their pieces, which seems a bit mean. Although we're getting wood, I guess it was stuff they had with them. Like we're breaking down their equipment, maybe. Yeah, it's going well with the game so far.
Together, the
It's going
pair
well.
ventured on, heading towards the frog camp situated in the ruined temples.
Got a lot of spiders currently. Thankfully, I'm not arachnophobic. I'm not too keen on centipedes, which we have had to fight, but I wouldn't say I've got a phobia, so that's fine. That's fine. We don't want to do that, however we can. I don't think we're bothered about doing that. Took a bit of damage just from investigating.
At the top of the pile of corpses was one that was not Frog. The smith let out a desperate cry at the sight of his wife, lifeless atop the pile. He cried out again, but this time it was a call for blood.
So, Mr. Fishman's wife is dead. Poor wife. And poor Mr. Smith, Frogman. Hopefully, like, it's not going to be anything too tricky in terms of avenging his wife, but we'll see. Yeah, that's why I went into it. I wanted to change my items. I wanted a fire antidote. There we go. Drop a save. I'm gonna then assume we're going to be fighting a boss, so sharpen my weapon. This game's got a lot of bosses to it, seemingly. Which I am more than happy to try and fight. Okay, tried to break through his shield, that didn't quite work. With my weapon sharpened, that guy goes down nice and easy. That guy's lost his hat, which is presumably good for me. Bad for him. Ouch, I'm on fire. But I parried that. I must have mistimed it. There we are. Not a boss, but still somewhat tricky. Let's make sure I'm healed. There we go. And continue on. Which, I mean, I'm assuming there's another bench. Yeah, there we go. I've run out of whetstones is my main concern. Because all of my big heavy hitting attacks will have now been used up. However,
The
we
old
get
rat
ice.
that stood before Arlo was barely able to raise his head, and his one cloudy eye felt as though it was looking through the warden. As Arlo reached out his paw, the hooded rat slammed
I mean,
his
ice
spear
doesn't
into the
seem bad
ground,
at all.
imparting his gift onto the young warden. Arlo was glad to have met the old rat. Although he looked old and feeble, Arlo was sure that he was more than capable of looking after himself.
I really didn't expect to get, like, magic. That's really kind of thrown me off slightly. Okay. Those two are gone. We're doing relatively well, but I'm a little worried at the lack currently of... Yeah, we don't have much healing. What food did you get, by the way, Shy? Did you get just, like, pizza or something? I don't entirely know what restaurants do takeaway. Like, I know restaurants that I know that do takeaways, you have, like, Indian food, you have Italian food, and that's the two that immediately come to mind. I would assume there's other stuff as well. I can't think off the top of my head. Bread, burger, and chicken. Ooh, that does sound quite nice, yeah. Hopefully it's nice and tasty. Probably do the parkour rather than stepping down. And we have learnt the boss is weak to poison and ice. Don't press that button. I keep pressing the wrong button. We want poison damage. Should be this. We would like poison or fire damage, so we want to go over to this. We need to make my armor slightly lighter. Which means I'm going to change this over to... I don't know, I guess. Stupid pauldron. Doesn't make much of a difference. I think it's going to have to be this that we change. And I don't know what we want to change it to. Possibly you? There we go. So that gives me resistance to fire, which I'm somewhat expecting this boss to do. We'll see, we'll see. I'm glad to hear it's tasty as well. I'm glad to hear it's tasty.
Before Arlo could act, Ron was in the clutches of the enemy.
Okay, that didn't quite work out. I'm about to just die, aren't I? This isn't even like a boss, this is just a somewhat tough enemy. The problem is, I changed my weapon to be poison damage because I thought we were about to go into a boss immediately. But we're not. So now I somewhat regret that. Like, that was a bad choice. I shouldn't have done that. Can, however, freeze the guy slightly. There we go. That's worked out. And, okay, this part has got me slightly worried. I don't want to have to fight more enemies. Okay, murder one is on the ground first. There we go. I couldn't quite tell because of the colour desaturation. That was not a parryable attack. Good to know. Ah well. I guess if you miss that parkour, you just don't get to know that the boss is going to be weak to poison. It makes sense, but I still don't entirely know how finding just a skull
Before Arlo could
told me
act,
that.
Ron was in the clutches of the enemy.
Yeah, use a lightning weapon for now. This lightning weapon stunning the guy, very useful. Also just does better damage, which is nice. There we go. Then now dead. Try and heal. Try and heal. And freeze the both of them. There we go. Can't tell entirely what's going on, but I think we're mostly safe. Never mind. God damn it. I could be using my arrows is the thing. I maybe should be. I maybe should be. It's against the guys with the shields, yeah, don't use arrows. Against
Before
the smaller
Arlo could
ones,
act,
arrows are
Ron
probably
was in the
sensible.
clutches of the enemy.
Yeah, if you break for guard, that seems pretty effective as well. Dying is not generally very effective at taking down the enemy, so I'll try and avoid that. Okay, whack him. We hit him with just basic attacks. I'm trying to get my parries in, but it's really hard to get the timing. Because you need to be pretty much spot on with it. Just heal while he does that. Then knocks down his shield. There we are. I did decide to go hard, but I am fully aware, don't you worry. I have made this harder for myself for no good reason. There we go, managed to parry that one successfully. Ice damage there was sensible. But there we go, we've won. I hope we get like more healing in a second. I don't know if we need to go in here either. Apparently we can't cover this, never mind. That's all. We can go up. But we don't need to go up. We need to go across. Makes me wonder what exactly we've got up there. Also makes me wonder if I can go back down from here without dying. Because I'm not sure if I can. Do you get a Dark Crusader helm? That's probably pretty good. We've now got 2 Crusader pieces of armor. I don't know if I need to use it. It doesn't strike me as particularly great. But it's nice to know it exists. And this, what do we have?
The Knight card.
Another card.
Although considered a common card, in the right paws, it has a great deal of power.
I think we do just have Gwent. Like, we've got a mouse with white hair, or a rat with white hair, and it's got a scratch over its eye, like Geralt. We're learning magic, kinda like Geralt. This is just Witcher 3, but mice, and rats, and frogs, and all of that business. I am entirely down for it. It's not really what I expected.
Approaching the statue, Arlo could feel the familiar buzz of power coursing through his
Oh, it's
body
just leveled
once
up.
again.
Okay.
As he left the statue, Arlo could feel a new power coursing through his body.
From this guy, I mean, we've got some cool weapons. Darkling Blade? That looks like it's maybe two-handed. This is two-handed. I know that for certain. I think we want ice damage. We don't really have that. As much as I'd like to have that, we currently can't. Unless I guess we could sell stuff. I kind of want to keep anything that's rare, however. We don't have copies of any of our equipment. Yeah, wrong button for mine. Great. I'm gonna keep doing that. That was actually just a sword. So for what is going to be a boss, it is between these two weapons, with this one actually just being straight up better. Against regular enemies in the bestiary, they are weak to ice. The boss is weak to ice. This is just a good weapon, this is ideal. But this is, yeah, it's Witcher but with rats. I am entirely on board for that. It's good fun. It's good fun. I'm having a lovely time. In fact, we're about to get into a boss. Like, this is pretty much guaranteed. Sharpen my weapon.
Something else came his way. Tumbling down the temple stair, Harlow was met with another horror. The head of the smith. It was Harlow
Smith's
now
done.
who took up the battle
Oh, no.
cry.
But we needed him. Who do we get instead? Oh, the Smith's dead. Okay, so this guy has shields on the front. Okay, so I want to be using my heavy weapon to break through when he does that. Break his guard. There we go. Ice damage seems to be doing well. Doing okay. Ouch, that hurt a lot. Ouch, that hurt a lot as well. I wasn't paying attention. I'm dead. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's fine, we just need to watch our friend's head fall down the stairs again. I can also drop the lightning trap if you want. It's not meant to be hugely effective against this guy, but it might. Wrong weapon, I wanted that one. Ouch, that was a lot of damage. Heal up. Just while he tries to guard. Doing moderately okay. Doing moderately okay. My upper monitor has turned itself off so I can't see the chat. Okay. It's not meant to do that. That's not how you're meant to work monitor. Okay, it's coming back up. It's fine. I'm able to see in the end. There we go. I can now see the chat again. Hooray. A bad moment to look over, however. Ah, I was thinking fire. That was bad. I didn't realise there was fire under me. That fight went relatively well for that segment, anyway. Like, that does not seem bad, considering I forgot to sharpen my weapon. Or did I sharpen my weapon? I can't remember. I might not. But it went well. That is not too difficult of a boss. Charge up. You can break his guard, get a few good hits in. There we are. Okay, so that attack, it breaches through whatever I've got in terms of like a roll. So I need to time my dodge correctly. There we go. I'm just dead now. Okay, brilliant. I'm trying to figure out, because it's a new symbol for like the attack queue, where it's indicating a direction. I'm guessing it means it's a charging attack or something, where it hits everything in its path. I can probably manage that, that's fine. I'm gonna drop a trap as well, just in case. Just keep whacking the guy. I'm doing fine. Managed to stun him. Did not go amazingly because he got hit by that. Just heal up. Went in slightly too soon there. A little bit of a shame, but I'll manage. I'm not entirely managing. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard when the map and level goes kind of grayscale. Or desaturated, I guess. It's not fully grayscale. Because you just can't tell what any of the prompt colours are. Which seems to be quite important. Like, there are other visual hints, but colour is one of the main hints, I believe. Charge my attack, break his guard, hopefully freeze him. There we go. Good damage. Good damage. Heal up. Heal up some more. Heal up a little more then. I'm dead. Good. Cat ears are falling apart again. I'm gonna just have to get new ones. That lasted most of the stream. Lasted most of the streams. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Okay, I'm gonna properly focus on the fight this time as well. I'm gonna have a quick battle. I'm not gonna be talking much. We should be able to get our freezing. Let's see. I'm just not gonna pay any attention to the chat for a moment. It's that one attack there. I don't know how you're meant to properly evolve. Okay, heal while he's stunned or staggered or whatever. I guess I just need to time it better, my dodge. If I get rid of the big guy, I think he's my biggest concern. Heal up. Can block the laser. I can't block his attacks if he's like got me on fire. I'm messing my buttons up because whenever I go over to like not like that. Whenever I do this, like do any two-handed attack, my guard changes, and I can't use my spells as easily because I panic thinking, oh, my shield's knocked out. I don't know if I still can use my spells. I might be able to. I think the part I'm struggling with most is this is not a boss I am supposed to be not supposed to be doing parries with, which is kind of what I've honed into so far. Okay, while he's frozen, just quickly get some heals. I still don't know how you properly avoid that. That's gonna annoy me. And hopefully freeze him again. Hopefully. There we go. Quickly get some healing in. Okay, we avoided the back tower. It's just about time. Seemingly. Big charge attack, which your boy did. But we should have it. Should be falling down in a second. There we go. Okay, freeze him. I'm out of healing, and okay. I kind of just committed to the attacks I shouldn't have. I should have moved away. Is him when he's on his own like different? He's not a different part in there, is he? No. We're gonna get him. We are. I don't know why I put it to harder difficulty. I'm slightly regretting it. Oh, cat ears falling down. I don't want that. Yeah, I'll just keep my head mostly still right there. Okay, dodge too early there. That's a little annoying. Just want to stay close to the guy, which seems weird when it's such a big fella. Get some healing. Get Okay, heal some more. Give me some more whacks. Again, I don't know how you're meant to properly dodge that one. Try and heal. The shield doesn't work when it's two-handed, seemingly. Like, it's the same button to get a guard, but it just doesn't work. You know, I'm gonna have to buy a new headband. This isn't working. I'm trying to tuck that in. Okay, that last one I don't properly count, because the headband falling apart did kind of throw me off. Okay, this time we're gonna win. You ready? I know I am. Get one quick hit in with that, and apparently Ben went too close. Lovely. I'm getting less hopeful about this win now. Okay, stunned them. That was good. Big old charge attack. He then changed his mind about guarding, so it didn't quite work out as I hoped. I'm about ready to be frozen though, right? No? Apparently not. Let's heal up. Never mind, he was throwing a guy. It's that first phase is really what's getting me. I think that second phase isn't going to be as bad. I really don't think it will be. I'm going to drop the trap again. Back away after a couple hits. Charge weapon attack. There we go. He's now frozen. Good stuff. He's now paralysed. Also fairly good stuff. Finally managed to dodge that attack, which is impressive. Whetstone is gone. Launch your fire, then guard. What? What did they do? I don't understand what the attacks were. Take it back, that second phase might be the worst one. Oh no. I don't like these mobs. I could turn the difficulty down so I don't get too shocked, but... Nah. I'm committing to it now. I've committed to it. We're going all in. It's going to work out. It's paralysed, that is good. Can we do any freezing now before he does everything else? I don't think so. But it might have been able. Okay, try and heal. I'm on fire is not ideal. Try and heal. Managed to parry him. Heal a bit more. Thought we could get to the other side of it. Apparently you can't when he does that. Okay. We're dead in one more hit, pretty much. But we still can win. He's lost his hat. That's probably good for me. Reason? Damn. Got to commit to the attacks. He broke out the freeze sooner than I thought he would. That, however, went well. I think another run like that and we've got it. We can do this. Maybe. A couple of hits, back away. charge up to attack. Let's break his guard, 'cause he changed his mind about it, which is a little annoying. But it's somehow working out still. Charge up to attack, he then just leaves. It's annoying. Okay. I'd like to say we're doing okay, but we're really not on this account. We're really not. Okay, we knocked them down. Heal up. Heal up some more. Heal up a bit more again. I think using the charged weapon attack is a nice idea. It's not necessarily something I need. Not against this guy. Launch your fireballs. Want to free them if possible. Like healing right now. Healing is fine. Ouch, that one hurt. I think we just keep going though. I don't know what he's doing. I try and heal a little. I don't know if it's gonna help. Going for as much damage as I can. Back away there. Come on. We got him. That was close. But we impaled him and he's being electrocuted along with his little boy.
Arlo tried not to think of how many friends, old and new, lay dead. He still had more to do. Rita and Ruby were free, but without their father, there was little for
That's the
them
kids
here.
being freed at least.
Arlo offered them a new home at Winter's Edge, and a forge to continue in their father's footsteps. The mermaids were grateful, and said they would find their way to the keep once they had laid Ron to rest.
I mean, it's not exactly the happiest of endings. But, at least the kids are alright, you know? At least the kids are alright. Now for the difficult bit. Got one last jump to make until I get safe. If I fail this jump, I would have had to redo that boss. Thankfully, we were alright. Can I, like, fast travel? No. No, I can't. I need to find a signpost in order to fast travel. I can hopefully do that. Where's the nearest signpost? I don't know. I just need to leave. I guess we just leave. There doesn't seem to be any other frogs on the way back. At least not yet. So that's good at least. We did find the key. Is that key for here? No? Apparently not. Okay, heal up. Got a merchant. I will have a quick talk to. The merchant from before? No, you've got something new. Jagged bone pauldrons. Tempting. Tempting. Got a lance. Could be nice. We do want whetstones. No, I think I'm fine without those. I think we're fine. Okay, is it much further? No, it's still quite a bit further to go. Okay. I want to be able to get my guy.
A stranger was meditating in the stillness.
Hello.
Arlo gasped. It was a
That's
frog. Before he could lift his blade, the frog croaked that he was an outcast, named Short Tongue. He'd come to rebuild the ancestral home of Bogmire Forge, a place for frogs who sought peace. No sooner
there's
had
another
they agreed a
boss.
truce than the two warriors had to fight.
He is weak to fire and poison. Cool, I need to quickly change the weapon. Poison. Fire. Wrist. Fire weapon be this. We are better, arguably, with this axe. I need to change my armor. I'm slightly too heavy. Can change over to this. It's not ideal. That's quite a lot of resistance we lose. Change this. It's again not ideal, but I don't think we get much of a choice. At least doing better damage now. That's good. I am, however, dead. I wasn't expecting a fight there. I wanted to go back home, but we aren't able to fast travel. God damn it. Okay, the guy is weak to fire. If I do that, he's not going to be too appreciative of it. Also, again, I need to switch my weapon. Switch my armor to this. Is that not correct? I'm still medium weight. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. As long as I got the right weapon, I'm happy enough. Let's make sure I'm healing. It's not fine. It's really not. Put yourself up nice. Hell yeah. What'd you get? Hopefully, hopefully you'll enjoy it, whatever it is. Just like order some ice cream or something. Hopefully you enjoy whatever it is you order. Yeah, that's fine. You can always message me on Discord if you want, and I will respond after the chat, after the stream, sorry. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to not die. Then I need to change my weapon. I'm not gonna remember to do that, am I? Ever. Okay, heal. Get a dodge in, heal some more. That's healing well. Set them on fire. You can also freeze them. There we go. Helps a little. A little bit of distance. I do have arrows. They're alright. They're not amazing.
Side by side, the pair fought well,
Take my time.
and the
Yeah, it's fine.
attackers
I mean, I'll be
soon
finishing the stream
disappeared
soon.
again,
Don't
back
worry.
into thin air. Persuaded of the frog's honesty, Arlo left short-tongued to his quest for peace. In return, the frog swore Arlo would always find a warm welcome there.
So just now I've got quests I can pick up on, like the frog and the owl sides of the map. That's pretty cool, so that's pretty cool. Make my way back to the smithy, I believe, is where I'm heading to. Over. We have Big Sacrificial Altar, which we've never really questioned on the way past. It's fine. That's fine. I've got some stuff to refill my health potion. I'm glad we didn't have to beat that guy that we were fighting. That would have been a bit difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna go up top. So I believe this is going to be a quicker way back to the forge where we're heading. I might be wrong, but I think it's slightly quicker. Potentially, anyway. Hello. I'm just gonna ignore you, Mr. Frogman. I don't care what you're up to. Keep on moving. That was not anything particularly hidden down below. It's all good. And is this now where Frog lives? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, you have missions as well? Good.
The fear in Short Tongue's
We'll
eyes
take that
unnerved
mission,
the
we're not
warden.
going to do it yet.
The rift had a new threat. Tail spinners. Eggs from these 8-legged beasts had hatched, and frogs
We'll
were
make
their favorite
if I
food.
want it. I think two-handed poison axe seems quite powerful. I'm gonna equip that. I also have like two-handed spears and such, but I think two-handed axe sounds fun. One-handed axes. I mean, you kind of want one for each element. And we do currently want a better one-handed fire thing. Oh no, we got given a one-handed fire thing, that's fine. Yeah, from here, we've got you. What are you up to? You're looking for your
Maggie was
glasses.
gifted at finding shiny treasures, but had lost her precious silver spectacles. Without them, she could not even count the claws on her paws. She begged for the warden's help.
I will help eventually, don't you worry, Miss Magpie person. For the moment, no. Make my way up here. And I'm hoping we can rebuild some of my, castle? That is what I am assuming will be happening. I will leave it once I've done that. If I can't, I'll leave it before I've done that. Builder's Yard. So it just says I need to build a builder's yard. Is that just allowed? Do I need to fight a
Winter's
boss?
Edge bustled
I
again,
hope not.
but now with folk from across the north. All were in need of homes and work. Leaf suggested a new builder's yard would solve both problems. The yard needed a builder, and Arlo knew who to ask.
Oh, we need a builder.
Some rats protest at any change to their view. None more so than the elder at Mossbug Farm. If a builder was near, he would know.
So, I'm gonna leave the stream here. I'm gonna pick this back up another time, because I've enjoyed this. I am wanting to finish this game. But for now, I can't be bothered finding a builder. I'm gonna get food. I've got plans for evening. So for now, that is all. I hope everyone's enjoyed. I have very much enjoyed this game. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to look into new cat ears because, yeah, falling apart. It's not ideal. Yeah, that's all for now. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I appreciate the company. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you about. Bye for now.